pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll roll him out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flushed out right. He's got a man at Sutton. That's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2 and now on 1st down. It's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 'Mecole Hardman. 'Mecole Hardman. first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Hill. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Harris. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
On the play. First down, Baltimore.
They'll try the air now with Hill sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hill sets up the screen to Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw, Hill. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 4th down, Hill, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a first carry here for Robinson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Hill. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cortland Sutton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, here's Hill. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down, Baltimore.
A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jack Crawford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Hill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
This is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Benny Snell, 37 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Tua. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Second and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
First down.
A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mohamed Sanu. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Texans 21, Ravens 11.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. Even if it's on the ground.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. He may try and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now here's Snell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Benny Snell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a run from McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
22.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
32-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Tua. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tua going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Tua gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa dancing to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he knocks it through.
Makes this